two tiny bricks, one red, one blue. No faces, no dialogue. And somehow it's one of the most human co-op games this year. LEGO Voyagers nails the feeling of making something together, until the credits roll just as you're really vibing. The question for your wallet: does a beautiful 3 to 4 hour journey earn its $25 spot in your library? Here's what it is. You and a partner roll through diorama-style worlds made entirely of LEGO pieces, complete with stamped studs and buttery sun-dappled lighting. Movement is physics-y but forgiving. You can snap onto nearby studs, rotate your brick in 90-degree increments, and, crucially, there's no punishment for falling. You pop right back where you were. The tone is serene, curious, and Pixar-adjacent rather than TT game slapstick. It's builder's meditation, not party hour. Core loop in 3 parts. First, platforming with snap assist so younger players don't melt down on small ledges. Second, hands-on building. You physically pick up loose bricks and place them to make ramps, stairs, and bridges. There isn't the solution. There's your solution. Third, environmental puzzles that thread the first 2 together with toys like a dump truck, a locomotive gap you forge track for, a little rocket scenario, and later a set of scrappy physics minigames. When it's humming, it feels like rummaging a bin of parts and improvising something that works, because you did. What the reviewers agree on, that vibe rules. Eurogamer calls it a lovely ode to friendship, light touch, big heart. Game Rant spotlights the creative freedom. The snap to stud saves frustration while still letting you MacGyver structures your way. IGN gushes over the presentation and co-op chemistry, from soft score swells to the adorable peep noises you can use to harmonize. Then drops the hammer. The campaign ends fast, let's quantify that. We finished in about 3.5 hours. You can stretch to 4 if you flower stomp, bench sit, and detour into the optional finicky challenges near the end. There's no side content, no collectible set lists, no post-game playground. You're here for a single sitting or two that lands hard emotionally and then bows out. If you're chasing replay hooks, they aren't built into the box. Co-op matters. This is mandatory 2-player, local or online with a friend's pass, so only one person needs to own it. That's huge. The design expects collaboration. One holds a switch while the other crosses. One steers a truck while the other runs the pedals. One builds while the other spots studs. It's gentle teamwork, not do that frame-perfect parry while I juggle 6 plates. Families, couples, and pals across time zones benefit most here. How it feels to play. The snap system is the unsung MVP. It turns what could have been precision platforming with rounded edges into a friendly physics toy. You can still botch jumps, but the game wants you to experiment and laugh, not reload. The sound design sells it. The click-clack of bricks mating, the little squeaks when your brick talks, the warm hush of the score that only steps in when it means it. Also appreciate that death is a shrug. The game says try again, not learn your lesson, where it wobbles. The freedom that lets you solve puzzles your way also simplifies them. Veterans will wish for more intricate late-game logic. The campaign ends right when the design could escalate into wow, that's clever territory. Those end sequence minigames. Cute, but slightly finicky. Happily, they're optional with achievements for spice. Accessibility is thin. Eurogamer flagged essentially no formal options. So if someone on your team needs remapping or readability toggles, you may feel the limits. Story spoiler safe. 2 bricks witness a rocket mishap, then go looking, together. The ending lands like a soft punch to the ribs. Not melodrama, just a quiet truth about distance and connection. Kids read adventure, adults read subtext. That's the magic trick. Faceless plastic manages a relatable goodbye. Platforms and polish. It ran flawlessly in our testing and in multiple reviews, especially on PS5. On PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series XS and Switch. Performance is smooth, loading is brisk, and the diorama look carries even on handhelds. So where's the split? Eurogamer heart first, so lovely it hurts when it's over. Game Rant, creativity plus co-op freedom are the points short but sparkling. IGN, presentation and play are great. Runtime undercuts potential, leaving you wanting more right when it should blossom. Veteran Games take LEGO Voyagers is tiny on purpose. It's a handcrafted afternoon, warm, tactile, and honest about friendship, sold at a fair indie price. If you measure value in hours, wait for a sale. If you want a perfect co-op date night or a parent-kid memory that doesn't devolve into give me the controller, buy with confidence. How to get the best run. Play co-op on a couch if you can. If online, use Friends Pass, talk constantly, and divvy rolls. Treat every puzzle as what would we make with actual bricks. If frustration spikes on those late challenges, skip them and roll credits smiling. If this kind of no BS deep dive is your thing, hitch a ride with Veteran Game and hit subscribe. If you're nodding or fuming, toss a like so this take survives the algorithm. Final spark for the comments. Is a tight 3 to 4 hour co-op gem worth $25 when it delivers big feelings and zero fluff? Or should games that short always ship with replayables and challenge packs?